What's going on, everyone? I'm going to be reviewing the Orlando Magic in this video. I was going to go in order for the NBA, but I just seen this team in preseason last night. Pretty good game against the Memphis Grizzlies. They lost, but it's preseason. Who cares? Okay, what can I talk? Or where do I start with this team? They're very young. I mean, the only old people you have on here are Kirk Lou, which is they're getting rid of him, and Nelson. But other than that, this is a very young team. They're going to be a very good team. Not, of course, not this year, but in the future, they're going to have if they can continue putting the right pieces in the right spot in the right time, they're going to put it together and they're going to get it going. I'm going to go on a limb here and say they make the playoffs with the 8th seed. Probably won't happen, but hey, you got to take risks sometime. You know, I'm going to throw them out there. I'm going to throw the Boston Celtics in the playoffs too. I'm going to put them at 6-7. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna stick with it. From what I can tell you so far with this team, from what I've seen, because I do watch them. I mean, I'm from Florida, so they're kind of like my home team, I guess. I only live about 20 minutes away from Orlando. They've got a great guard in their second round pick, Victor Oladipo. He's I think last night he had 22 points, few rebounds, few assists. They've got Etuan Moore, who was a former Boston Celtic, but you know, he was a second round pick. He's not he's not nothing big, but he's better than people think. I mean, he can shoot and he can score in bunches. He's kind of like a poor man's Marshawn Brooks. So you can put him there, coming off the bench, and you also have I can't pronounce his name, Boyatij, for their center. He's a solid player. If he can stay out of foul trouble, he's a very solid center. He had some monster games last year. I think like 29 and like 20 for rebounds and points. That's pretty good stuff right there. If he can stay out of foul trouble and stay on the court as long as possible, they're going to be all right there. Now, as far as point guard, of course, you got Nelson, the veteran, which is he's going into his I believe this is his last year of his contract. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. Does he want to stay in Orlando? He's been there his whole career. He didn't get drafted by him, but he got traded to him. So we'll see how that works out. I mean, usually they want to play better in their contract years, you know, make that money. And this will be his last big contract that he'll get coming up because I believe he is 30 or 31. So he's got to prove his worth to around the league or to Orlando if he wants to stay. So we'll see about that. Of course, you know you got their center. You got Andrew Nicholson going into his second year. Probably not the season he wanted last year, but he's got a lot of potential. He's another one of those players that's gonna I think he's gonna be one of the better pickups from his draft class. You just got to give him more time. We also got Mo Harkless. He's a decent player. He's still young, still trying to develop. He's got a year under his belt, some experience. You got Tobias Harrison, I believe. Another young player, just got to get some reps, got to get going, got to play in some games. You know, get used to the court. Just get out there, you know, get used to competition, get used to playing. See who else they have. Like I said, they're full of this young talent. They lost J.J. Redick. They traded him. Well, he's a big fan favorite, I can tell you that, for around Orlando. Everyone loves Redick. People are still going to be wearing his jerseys, and they just love him. But you have to move on sometimes. Plus, he's in his prime. He wants to go out and win championships. So you can't blame him for wanting to go. And I think he's with the Clippers now. You got Baby from. He's also another Celtic. They have a lot of old Celtics. Yeah, Chris Joseph, Etuan Moore, and Davis, Big Baby Davis. We'll see how he does. I guess a lot of Magic fans thought he was going to be like a all-star, a starting caliber. He he's a six man at best. I mean, he had a few great games with the Celtics, but you got to think who he was playing with back then. You had Ray Allen in his more of in his prime, early 30s. Paul Pierce, who was in his prime, he didn't play a whole lot with Kevin Garnett because Kevin Garnett and him are the same position. But he played with Rondo, who got him open shots all the time. So just give it there. But last year, the Orlando Magic started off pretty good. I mean, they had a over 500 record. I mean, it was like one game over 500 through the first 10 or 15 games, I believe. But then they just lost it. I mean, went into the worst team in the league. Got the first round pick, well, second round pick, but really they got the first round pick. I mean, Cleveland took Anthony Bennett, so pretty much they got the person who they wanted. They would have taken Victor Oladipo over Anthony Bennett anyway. So that helped them there. I mean, they're going to be pretty solid in a few years. They're nice young core. If they don't make the playoffs this year, which is I wouldn't be surprised, they're going to get another young talent coming out. So they lost Dwight Howard, but then again, Dwight Howard he's got so many problems. I mean, he's a great top 10 player, but just so many problems with the fouling in the fourth quarter, and then the whining and the love issue. He wants to be loved by everybody. I mean, oh my goodness. And then now the whole whining about he wanting his jersey retired. Come on. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and say they make the playoffs. I mean, just because I like Orlando. I mean, I'm from here, so I'm going to root for them whenever they're not playing my Celtics. So, all right. That's about all I have to say for them, except good luck to them, and let's see what they can do. All right, till next time.